Hello, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube.com. This is Travis Semulin Sours, and we're doing something a little bit different today. We're going to do a chaos draft with some of my stream viewers. If you'd like to be able to participate in events like this or watch the stream live, you can do so at www.twitch.tv/Semulin. We're using the Heroku app to draft outside of Arena. Once we've got the cards, we'll import those decks into Arena, and then we'll play the games out there. So what is a chaos draft? In a normal draft, you would get 3 packs of Kaladesh Remastered or 3 packs of Zendikar Rising or whatever, and you draft those. Here, we're going to get packs from every set that has been released on MTG Arena. So I might open a pack of Dominaria, then a pack of Ixalan, then a pack of Amonkhet Remastered. I'm also going to go change the settings in here so that we're shuffling the booster pool and we're getting random boosters. If you're not used to Heroku, it's okay. You don't need to be to enjoy this. So this should have us good to go with this. I'm going to pause this and we'll fire it off once we've got our full 8 and everybody's ready to go in here. All right, and here we go. We are drafting. We have opened a Dominaria booster. In this format, you want to try to look for synergies. You want to look for powerful individual cards, and then you want to look for synergies between the different sets. So I'm kind of thinking I might want to take Baloth Gorger here. There will be some kicker cards. Blink of an Eye is certainly not bad either. But I think my best bet here may be a 4-mana 4/4 that could be larger later. And then we could potentially get some synergies going with that with +1/+1 counters. I don't think I want to go nuts for Halar here. This is not a great pack to have opened. Triumph of Gerard is interesting too, right? Because it will make your creatures bigger and let you attack. But if I'm going to be a mid-range drafter, I want to go with the Baloth Gorger to start with. Tulok, thank you for continuing your gift sub. I don't know why you didn't get an alert for that, but we'll do it live. I'll spam some cats for Tulok. Not an exciting pack one, pick one, but we'll take it. All right, we've been past a pack of Theros, which I have never drafted and will need a second. Bounce 3 creatures. Okay, what do you do? Power equal to devotion to green. Each other creature you control enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. So this is sort of a 2/3 for 4, but if I go deep green, it could get very big. Entrancing Butt was good. Entrancing Liar. It's kind of like a weird removal spell, right? And it's colorless. This was in the original Theros, so remember this. I kind of want to do something with this and see if we can do like a big green deck. I could also consider the Traveler's Amulet. But this just, like, everything you play comes into play with a counter on it, right? She's generally a 4/3 that gets instant lightning bolted. That would lead me to thinking she's actually quite good. All right, Lich's Mastery is not something we're going to want to do. Although tokens with Renata seems interesting. Time of Ice was also particularly good. Journey Mage was good. We could be looking at blue-green tempo. I'd take a green card here if there was one, or I'd take a removal spell here if there was one. Oh, there will be many more of these, John. Worry not. I'm trying to decide if I want to go into white and try to get token synergies to go with her, or just take the best card. I think Time of Ice is pretty dang good. Yes, that's what makes it fun. You have to evaluate the cards outside of their own sets. Which generally means you get a less powerful draft experience with less synergies, but a very different experience every time you draft. All right, so the green has dried up a bit. But I'm pretty happy with Teferi's Protege. That was one of my favorite cards in this set. It's worth noting, too, that we're seeing decent white. Like, I imagine Feat of Resistance is going to be fine wherever you go. But I think I'm pretty happy with this start into blue-green. Yes, it emphasizes draft skill over draft strategy memorization. I wonder why this is my favorite way to draft. A chaotic experience? Yes. Yes, indeed. So hopefully we can still be in green, because that seems like a neat combo. Okay, so without any other way to spend energy, which you're not realistically going to get, Aether Meltdown is not quite as good. But we've begun seeing a lot of token producers for white. I believe you could actually make Gear Seeker Serpent work in this format, though, is my problem. Because I don't think you need that many artifacts for it to be good. So there's a chance I'm supposed to be getting in blue-white tokens. God, this says every other creature. But I probably need to let it go if that's not open. I feel like blue's open and white might be. I'm going to still take the Serpent. I think even outside of Kaladesh, I can find ways to make that happen. Okay. I don't know that I want to, but if I take this attune with Aether, we can start splashing. It's just go fix a land. I understand that. If we think we're green-blue, I don't mind a 2/3 flyer. I don't know that it's getting that cut. I think blue-green is actually open, and I think I can pull this off. Let's buckle in. Again, this is not producing energy for any payoffs because there's really not going to be, well, it shouldn't. Maybe it will. We might be able to find one, but there's not a lot of things that we can expect that to do. Runaway Together is not bad, especially if we're looking at tempo stuff. I could conceivably protect Renata with it. We are interested in kind of do-nothing artifacts, too. This pack is not great, but I think Runaway Together is something we're very interested in. I told people I'd appreciate it if they didn't stream snipe. Like, if we're doing this competitively, I can do it on a... I can't imagine anybody would want to stream snipe this. It's supposed to be just for fun, but I could do it on a delay if we needed to. Or ideally, organize it so that other people are drafting and I can do commentary. I don't know that I want do-nothing artifacts enough for a Colossus Hammer. But maybe we play a Fried Sea Serpent. I don't know, maybe I'm forcing green too much, but this seems really good to me. I suppose I can still get out of it. Like, there's plenty of picks left. The Lesser Sea Serpent, but still a Sea Serpent. Kind of on Sea Serpent Tribal. This pack didn't really have much good in it anyway, and just grabbing a random 2-drop seems okay to me. We do need to be on the lookout. Yes, worms or land serpents. would agree. We do need to be on the lookout. If we see anything to do with energy in any of the other boosters, we'd probably be pretty interested in that. All right, so Sea God's Scorn came back. We've got some real tempo stuff here. On a target creature or enchantment. No. And what does this do? Whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield, it gains flying. I think we're just straight up blue-green tempo now, which means I really need to get like a bunch of 2s and 3s. This could be playable for us, right? Because we could bounce Time of Ice. We could get this out from under a pacifism or something. I think we could play that, and it's an artifact for the Serpent. This is what I was talking about, finding combos that you wouldn't normally see. Like using a Guardians of Kolos to bounce your Renata and ramp out your Gear Seeker Serpent. That's just not something you bump into. I feel like I can find the early stuff. Hey, look, here's an artifact that can fly. I'm guessing aggro is a reasonable strategy to go for in this too, and that somebody will be doing that. But I should be able to pick up 2 drops. I guess we'll see. And I'm still not that married to the green, right? All right, so we've opened up an Ixalan pack. And the best card here by a lot is Rekindling Phoenix. Like, by a lot, a lot. Tommy, thank you for the resub.
54 is the answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything when expressed in base 13 system.
Y'all spam some cats for Isorok. Thank you, my friend. Like, do we just prepare to maybe switch into blue-red? Because I'm not able to splash it, but, like, this is a busted mythic. I'm taking it. I don't think I can abandon all of the blue, but, I mean, why are we playing green? Take a Goblin Assailant. That's pretty uninteresting. We could take a Prismite. That's a reasonable 2-drop. I don't think this pack really has much going on for us. Because I think right now I'm just interested in being red-blue. Like, we can still play the all of the bounce spells here. Yeah, I feel like we're playing green just for the legend too, and it's dried completely up, so who cares? Like, let's just get some reasonable 2-drops. This seems like a really low-powered pack to me. I didn't care for Stealth Mission in its original format. However, I could see the argument that it would be powerful here, but I've already got 2 creatures that have a Stealth Mission, and we're bouncing most of their board. I think I just want the Prismite for interactions with the Gearseeker Serpent. And 2-drop having. Yeah, I think red's actually more open in this direction. Because I imagine Jaya is going to be just fine. So let's do that. We will play blue-red. She ticks up and does something, right? Yeah, you can cast stuff from your graveyard. You can cycle through cards. I don't think she's the best Planeswalker ever, but it's some value in a format that usually does not have great combos. So y'all pay attention and make sure I draft 2s and 3s, because I need some. I also wouldn't mind some removal spells, because right now our plan is just to bounce everything. She burns through our deck, but I think we kind of want that. Corridor Monitor is both a good blocker and something else for the Gearseeker Serpent, which has me quite interested. I think that's not only what we need, it's actively what we want. Yeah, and we can decide if we want to play the Jaya or not, but I think I definitely want this Corridor Monitor. Like, we're probably looking at... This doesn't seem terrible so far. We could play the Build to Smash too. Ooh, Witching Well. Oh god, I remember this Reaper of Night being very good, but we're past that. Witching Well gives me card draw and another artifact for the Gearseeker. I wish I'd taken the other one. I didn't realize how trivial it was going to be to build around it. But that seems like an easy pickup. So we don't need the stealth mission because we're going to have Fried Sea Serpent and Gearseeker Serpent to force through the last bits of damage. That's fair, Possums. That's very fair. I did build a Lizard Tribal deck last time I played Kaladesh. This pack leaves me a little less impressed. So Tiny could be close to removal for us. I don't imagine it's going to be great. I could play the Ogre, but I feel like I've already got decent 4s. There is potentially a 7 Dwarves to wheel. So we could just take that as random 2-2. I don't think we would want the slipper. I've got actual good artifacts in here. Oh, this is close. I'm going to take the dwarves and see if we wheel the other one. That'd be cute. I don't know that it'd actually be good. That's going to be really hard to make work here, which I can appreciate. We didn't have anything green that was worth splashing, did we? No. I mean, right now we barely have anything red worth playing. I could use See the Truth to just churn through the deck and find cards that matter. But it's kind of like a bad opt. This pack is leaving a lot to be desired. I think I'm going to take a Wisconsin Crab. Iron Tread Crusher seems better than this. I don't know that I have things that can drive it, but let's find out. What do they know? Do they know things? I mean, to be fair, the Gremlins would be pretty decent in this deck, too. Yeah, I think the Gremlins might actually... No. This is a 4-mana 6/6. I'm taking that. The second dwarf could drive the Crusher. We may be on Sworn Guardian, although Miscloaked Herald certainly fits with the plan. I need 2 drops, and I am not too proud to play a 1/3 for 2. If we get back the second dwarf, we may only be playing 1 dwarf. But as you can see, the power level and synergy generally drastic go down in drafts like this. The numbers don't lie. We could play a Totally Lost. That's not the worst. I'm barely even red here. Dwarven Monster. I mean, it basically is a Dwarven Monster Chalk. All right, nothing for us here, and I don't think we're looking to switch into any of those, but maybe if somebody's got a weird mill deck, I want to sideboard Gaia's Blessing. You're basically mono blue splashing Rekindling Phoenix. I don't think we're getting that other dwarf back, but that's fine. We just need a body. This is such a fun way to draft. Those of you watching on the YouTube video, let me know if you like this, because if you do, I would love to produce more content like this for you. I could see playing a Dwarven Mine. I could also see playing a Wistful Merfolk to block. I think I want the Merfolk more. I was hoping we spun something different, but we didn't. This is pod play, so passing good cards late when there's literally nothing for me. Not quite the same as hate drafting, but something I'm not above doing. I don't think Jay is in currently. All right, what does this one do? Deals 5 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. And Resurgence. Creatures you control gain first strike and vigilance until end of turn. And there's another combat phase. But I mean, we would just want Hypothesis, all right? That's already on our colors. Like, I feel like that's straight up just an easy one for us. Because I really don't think Jaya's in at this moment. She's just helping us kind of churn through the deck. I don't know that I need that. Response is pretty great too, but Hypothesis will be easier on our mana, and it's giving us removal, which we kind of don't have. All right, here's another Eldraine. We've got Sizzling Barrage, a Counterspell, and we could try the Rampart Splasher, but that seems tough. We've also got a 5-mana draw. I don't think I love that either. I probably just need to take the Barrage here, right? Like, sometimes there's things that are alive and you need them to not be. I wonder what packs we'll even see from here. This is so cool because you don't know what pack you're getting past. But I think we did identify that blue was open, so we've got that going for us. Let's go ahead and move Jaya down for now. All right, good old Ikoria. We've got a Facet Reader. We've got a Sprite Dragon. I think we might be in for a Sprite Dragon. Because this is a non-creature spell, so our Crusher triggers that. All of our spells trigger that. We're actively looking for more. I think I'm on board with this. We only need to resolve one spell for it to be decent. I really like the looters, but I've already got one. And I think the Protege is a better looter because the body is also relevant. I don't know how good Sea God's Scorn will be here, because if my plan is to like stall the board, I may not be looking for that either. So this is just make tokens that can't block forever. As long as it's not your turn. Okay, so that's just a 2/3. What does this do? At the beginning of your upkeep, return up to one target enchantment you control to its owner's hand. So this is a snapping drake, huh? That's like turbo ramp. It sort of combos with Time of Ice. I think that's the pick for us. I think that's the pick for us. Like, we can at least do something cool with it there. This is only an artifact, though, so we can't really do anything there. Failure to comply is not very good. We could play Crash Through in this deck for the Sprite Dragons, but I think I just want the Archer. That settles up our 2-drops. Like, they're good. I could also take Hecamme Sentinels. Like, it's just a 2/3. But I feel like this is an upgrade to the 7 Dwarves. Because I think without 2 of them, I don't really want to play them. And this gives me enough 2s that I don't think I'm going to get aggroed out. Oh man, cycling lands, not in our colors. There's a trump, but we don't need a trump. We can play a Thresher Lizard. Like, if this is the deck, it's fine. Good old Dune Beetle. We've got a Dune Beetle that's also an artifact. We've got an upgraded Dune Beetle. Thresher Lizard can drive the Crusher, and if we run out of cards, it also fits the lizard theme. So, like, we've got some good stuff happening here. Probably don't currently need the Wisconsin Crab. Yeah, the Merfolk can drive it too, which is pretty neat. This was a pack we opened, and there's really nothing good here. It kinda sucksers. I guess we could take a Disdainful Stroke for the size board. I'm not playing any of this. Ooh, no, not you. You stay in. Sailor of Memes? I would play a Sailor of Memes. Why is this Ruin Raider still here? That has to be amazing. It's just straight up card draw. But I think we're interested in Sailor of Memes. It's another artifact for the Gearseeker Serpent. I've got Unexplained Disappearance, which is not bad, and we've got Passwall Adept. which means I don't even need this fried sea serpent. Like, this is super good. I mean, it does say that. It does say that. I think we've got a legitimate plan here. I don't think it's the best plan I've ever seen, but it's a legitimate plan. I'm planning to do a lot more if people are receptive to it, Randy. I'm curious if people want to watch it, both on Twitch and YouTube. I'm a little concerned that I don't have as much interaction as I'd like, but I'm not unhappy with where we've ended up. I shouldn't need the Sworn Guardian, right? Especially not when I can get a Glimmer Bell. Let's do that. Yes, this is Arena Chaos. So I don't think normally I would want Satyr's Cunning, but I do have a trigger here, a trigger there. Why can't they block? I don't understand why they can't block. Does it be too good? I mean, maybe. I guess we could play a Countervailing Winds as the last card. It triggers some spells, we might get something, and it has cycling. I love cycling. So I think this is our deck. Last pick Dune Beetle for Tomy. Mausoleum. Secrets. So if you're trying to do this and organize this with your friends, after you've done the draft, everybody's finished, they've made their last picks, it'll say done drafting. And what you do there is click the export deck to MTG-A. It'll pop up saying that it's been done. You go into Arena, into your decks. Click import. There's your deck. And it's got saved what you had in the sideboard and what you didn't, and even has lands for you. You can even apply the styles that you got while you were drafting for it. So like our sideboard is still here, and it also puts in copies of lands for you. But I don't think we're going to be quite interested in a mana base quite that heavy. Although there's some argument to take out the Firebrand Archer. But I think I actually like 10-7. I think I like 10-7. This looks pretty reasonable to me. I mean, I don't need to... we're playing with viewers. I don't need to be super flexing here. Alright, so I think we've got our deck done. We're going to save it here. You'll need to do direct challenges with everybody that you're playing with. And there's one more thing you need to do on the draft app before you can, like, super get going. And that's click this make bracket thing. That shows us who's playing who. So I'm going to be playing Joseph. Nobody's going to be playing DC. John is going to be playing Sid. And Renan is going to be playing Bellsword. And then we'll move through the brackets. So I can copy the link to this to the clipboard, put it in Discord. Say brackets here, start when ready, share tags in here. And because I can pause OBS now, I can pause it, go to the bathroom, and then come back and play the round. And YouTube won't even know I left. And here we go for round 1 of the Chaos Draft Battle. This is not a particularly good opener. However, I do get to scry 2 when I play this, meaning I should still hit my next 2 lands. Once I have, I can at least start blocking. So I'm going to try this just based on this Witching Well. But it kind of needs to hit for me. Which it's done at least one of. That's a start, so we'll at least have the Glimmer Bell going. And it's so hard to play around stuff. I love playing Chaos Draft. The challenge with this hand, obviously, is that we need to get to 4. And that Raider is going to crush me. I remember saying I didn't know how that went around so late. But it looks like Goose Boxicus managed to get it. I suppose our hope is that he takes a lot of damage off of this Ruin Raider. Ooh, Lord. My 1-3 ain't looking so good right now. Alright, I need some time. So we're going to get some time. We're going to have a time of ice. And we did manage to have him hit a 6-drop off of that. So, like, we've got that going for us. That's a really good card, too. Hit another 6-drop. It's a 3. Okay. And now I really need to be playing a threat, which I think the Crusher counts as, so that I can potentially play the Chimera through it and attack for 6. What does this do? It just kills something? Okay, I'm fine with it just killing something. I think this kills opponents. Chonk! The Herald of the Dread Horde. Alright, we're getting that back, which is interesting. I think that means I definitely need to connect for the damage here. Which I think means I'm totally losting this. Because this thing comes down and does... It's going to kill my Chimera. Which is unfortunate. But I think I can recover from that. Makes zombie tokens. It was a mechanic from War of the Spark. Because this kind of locks them into having to play this to kill that, and then I can potentially poke them to death with P-Fouls. I could also just Thresher Lizard up in there. Like, this must be blocked. And if, like, the 5/5 isn't even going to do it here. We told you we'd have Lizard Monster Trox, and we do indeed have Lizard Monster Trox. Is it everything you hoped it would be? A lifelink flyer's annoying. And they got a Yeni off of it? Good grief. Yeni is indestructible. Which means we're not winning on the ground. Which means I need to be winning in the air. Which means I need a P-foul right now. I don't think there's a big reason to attack with this, other than it makes them sacrifice that now, which is good enough. They do have to keep feeding Yeni. And I think the plan was to feed it the Sky Marcher. So if the plan's to feed it the Sky Marcher, we can handle that. Hypothesizzle does not hit players. Oh, okay, they're feeding it the Order of Midnight. That works too. Yeah, I think if we keep limiting their options, we're in good shape. This is so cool. They just drew a food token. All right, we got it. Well, I mean, not quite, but close. That's awful close. And I don't even need to sizzle anything. But I still think I'm going to, because this leaves me run away together during their turn in case anything... No, it still doesn't, does it? Unless I draw a land. It needed to not be that land. It's okay. We're still going to go for the kill in the air. Because as long as I block this, I'll take, what, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which is not lethal. This locks them into cracking the food token, which does give them another turn. Like, we haven't won yet. Eating some donuts. I like it. And that food token bought him a whole nother turn. Or did it? This does not require tap to activate. Yes! Oh, I love Chaos Draft! This is like my favorite thing ever, because like, it's so weird. Like Sadistic Sky Marchers and Lockets and Blight Breath Catoblepus and Spring to Mind, Beneath the Sands, all here. All here. Disdainful Stroke is actually counting some pretty significant things against them, so I think I would like a Disdainful Stroke. And it doesn't look like they were super aggressive. I think I could cut the Archer, because that's going to be a little harder to get out early anyway. I think I'm pretty happy with this adjustment. I mean, Chaos Draft is my favorite way to play Magic. I hope you guys and gals enjoy watching it, because I'd love to do more of this, and it's a great way to interact with viewers. Like, we're playing against stream viewers. And recording it for YouTube. So YouTube, let me know if you dig this. All right, the Disdainful Stroke is not going to be good early, but I can cycle the Countervailing Winds, which is handy. We've got a Sailor of Memes to get us the first red, and Rekindling Phoenix is really difficult. It's also free. That is also relevant. That's a powerful Magic card. Yeah, if you have the wild cards, it is. Even if you don't, it's not asking you to spend that many. Congratulations, Keep. The plan is to do this as often as I possibly can, Brian. Sailor of Memes and Gearseeker Serpent being best friends forever. And I really want to hold up Disdainful Stroke for next turn. What does that do? Yeah, they're going to cast something big next turn. So I need to just hold up 2 lands for the rest of the game. Which I can pretty easily do. Yeah, because, like, I'm not dealing with that. It's just a whole different way to play the game, which I think is the part I like about it most. We'll go big now. I don't have another counter spell. And this Phoenix basically just requires an exile spell, which there are some of, but... Also, I get to use my cosmetics for Teferi's Protege, which is like my favorite card in M21. It's a 5/5 that can make more 5/5s if you have 5 green. It's good, but we can block it. We can also chump it for a while if need be. I don't think we need to currently. So this is 5 damage to target creature. Man, how amazing is that? It's just perfect. Seems pretty handy. We are killing things that matter. A lot of card draw over there. This one scries, this one draws. They're going to have to 2-for-1 themselves to kill this, which shouldn't leave them anything to deal with the Serpent. Hopefully. That's our plan, at least. Because if you have to kill the token, too, or you're not actually doing anything. Which is why the Rekindling Phoenix was so good. I played a standard deck for a while that had Rekindling Phoenix in it. Yeah, that's their best option, is to literally 3-for-1 themselves to get rid of it. Okay, okay, okay. You're doing stuff and things. But Gearseeker Serpent may have some thoughts for you. Oh, it's a blast, Dave. We used Sailor of Memes to get out a Gearseeker Serpent. Like, this is everything I want to be doing in Magic. We've got a Hall Monitor in the deck to help with the Serpent. Like, it's just neat to find those little combos that normally aren't there. And we got this one locked up. Oh, you're right, Kenny. Sailor got out the Owl, but it could do that in this deck. We've even got a Guardians to ramp it out and pick up our Time of Ice. We can pick up the Time of Ice with the Silverwing Chimera. Oh, that was satisfying. It only reduces it by 1. All right, I'm going to pause the YouTube recording because we can do that now. All right. And thanks to the power of pausing technology in OBS, YouTube didn't have to watch any of the preparation for that. Which is cool. All right, let's come on, Barbie, let's go party. Yeah. Nice, Bellsword. I'm glad you dug it. It's cool to take down the big boy streamer. Fair, Keep. Fair. Sailor of Memes making the Gearseeker Serpent cheaper. This is the one that they can make big enough. I need to actually be able to trade with that. Well, that just means everything's a Gearseeker. It's great. I didn't even know that was a card. Interesting. Alright, we're going to take some damage, and that's okay, because I do need to get my Sailor of Memes going this turn. I think I want to offer a trade here. I don't think he'll take it. We're up against Renan, who is a very good Magic player. Okay, so only the air matters. And this seems like a pretty good card if that's the situation we're in. We've got some token aggro stuff going on over here. White's probably a better color to be able to stop this. But as soon as we clean up the air, we can start attacking, right? That Bolt Hound's a little scary, but I think I'm supposed to start trying to bring this to a close. Because I'll have Hypothesizzle for next turn. Which, as if it wasn't already strong enough, it's an instant. I'm still going to be encouraged to cast it on my turn, but... Based on this so far, I could see this being a regular thing. Was there a card pool? Yes. We drafted random boosters from MTG Arena. This is what's known as a Chaos Draft, Pinks. I imagine he's got something here, but you're going to have to show me what it is. Oh, it's that response we passed. Okay. Let's run away together. Yeah, I'll do like real signups and prizes and stuff as we go forward. Again, assuming people want to do it. Looks like we can do our Stream Raiders. Sorry you missed the other one, YouTube. I did it while we were paused. I know there's somebody on YouTube that's like, I want to see all the Stream Raiders I can, and I don't want to disappoint that person. We will need to sideboard against the aggro, but I think we'll have time to win this battle and still do that. Yeah, but you don't know if your set's going to have run away together or not, right? Like, that's the part about Chaos Draft that makes it so much fun for me. And hopefully everybody else. Like, I think this is something anybody can enjoy. Yeah, that's fair, Thunderdan, but like, nothing I can do about that. David with the kills, Crizzy with the assists, scrolls for Thangarth, Crizzle, Mike, and gold for Nil. And the other thing is, like, if they don't like it, they can just fast forward through it. Like, that's fine too. All right, so for the size board, we're going against an aggro deck on the draw. 1/3's actually looked pretty good against them. So I think I do want the Sworn Guardian. The Crab looks like a pretty reasonable blocker too. I probably just need to cut some of the bigger stuff like the Guardians. I don't think they're going to be particularly relevant here. And Countervailing Winds was here mostly to cycle. I'm not looking to get anybody with that. Oh, thanks. I always forget about that. It's actually anti-ghosting tech. Yeah, that's what we're going for. I hope you had fun, DC. Thanks for playing. based on the response we've gotten from these so far, I think we're going to do more of them. Renan's good people. I met him... No, I didn't meet him at a GP. I did some sort of tournament that he won where he could come on and do a draft with me. Well, I mean, there's also the possibility that we could have a day where we just do this all day. Because, like, this is my favorite way to play Magic. It is permanently available. We just have to organize it ourselves. I don't like that type of Chaos Draft. This is not exactly what I want. But it's quite close. Exactly what I want is we all pick the 3 packs that we're going to bring in open. I don't need all of the boosters to be different. I'm perfectly fine having a mix. The way I do it, you can pick the order you'd like to open your packs in, but that's something that currently you can't do here. I think we want to try to just get this one over with. So we're either running away together, which I don't want to do, or we're going to Searing Barrage, which I'm pretty happy to do. That's how a lot of people think about Chaos Draft. Can you link an image in chat? Yes, you can go. It is already permitted. You don't have to do anything else. Just do it. I got too many things going on to peek at it now. You should tweet it at me. All right, maybe I'll have to slow down. Fair. Got to slap some flying auras on a library larcenist. I mean, I think you can do some fun stuff in Chaos Draft, man. It's just going to be a good time. Okay. I'm getting got. I wonder what happens if I go a little more aggressive here and then plan to run away afterwards. I'm not quite ready to find out yet. I don't know what he's got to pay him off for going this wide. I haven't been updating the bracket. Well, yes, we can update the bracket. I'll do that when we're doing the tournament ones. This one was just more of a practice one. I mean, Dragon's Maze was basically a big Chaos Draft. It's no wonder I liked it so much. Yeah, but you can tell that from the bracket. The people that lost aren't playing anymore. The people that won are playing the people that are still playing, right? Okay, sorry, Limestone. I can't look at it and do this. My apologies. The bracket should not be empty. Yeah, the bracket has who was playing in the beginning and then who moves along. You should be able to look at that and tell who's playing next. But this is why I would organize them and not necessarily play in them. Now, if we had another red, this would make a lot of sense. We currently don't. Which makes me a little nervous. I think I'm supposed to go in for an attack here. Yeah, there. It's a lot to keep up with right now. But you should be able to look at that bracket and tell who you're playing next. If you lost, you're not playing. Unless you'd like to play, you could contact the people that didn't win theirs too and play some more rounds. If you just want to play with the deck some more, that's fine. My goodness. You have a plan for single elimination when you lose the first round? Not to lose the first round is my plan. Which I think is a pretty good plan. No and yes. Because right now the flyer's kind of the only thing that matters. I may already be dead. Well, the idea is if I lose the first round, I could then go watch people stream it in Discord and comment on it. Like, we could still get content out of it. And ideally, if I'm doing tournaments, I'm not playing in them, because that seems kind of like double dipping, you know? I do need the flyer dead this turn. This is going to be rough, because I think I may actually just be dead. Because I've got two... Yeah, I'm just dead, and he'll see it. We may have. Sorry, there's so much going on right now that it's difficult for me to focus on the game and the chat and the organizing the tournament, which I can appreciate. Is a lot going on. So there may be some mistakes. All right, somebody's asking questions in Discord. Let me look at that. I think we've still got a decent shot here. I need to close Discord. So again, I appreciate that there's a lot of questions and concerns here. This is our test one. This is our test one. So let's focus on the core mechanic of, are we having fun? And I am having fun. I hope that you are too. I think I've got everything I want against him. We've got good blockers. We've got a game plan. I wish, Dave. I wish. All right, this is a pretty reasonable plan. Format defining All-Star Sworn Guardian is ready to go. Rush 'em! Rush. Okay. You can ring my glimmer bell. I think we take this trade and try to win in the air from here. Like, that's a 2-for-1. Happy to quit my day job and manage your chaos drafts if you can do a £20,000 salary. That strikes me as unlikely. We take this trade, yeah. This is when they can give vigilance and lifelink. It's a 10-7 mana base. I want the mana base to be off. There's barely any red cards in the deck. I don't think I'm supposed to loot here, which is weird. This is my last chance to get a loot, though. Yeah, that means we take it. Yeah, I don't need a wistful merfolk. This will get me where I'm going. I like what's happening here now. Can take 1 extra point. Gonna need to be a heck of a combat trick to kill me. Could have untapped the Glimmer Bell too, but I wanted to do it like this. Yeah. All right, now that I'm out of the gameplay, we'll see about updating the bracket and such. So give me a moment and we will pause for the YouTubes. And all right, YouTube, we are back for the final round. From your perspective, only moments have passed, but I ate half a bowl of beans and rice. and we babbled and played Stream Raiders. If you'd been live at www.twitch.tv/Semulin, you could have seen all of that happen. Yeah, I think I'd rather have the scry now than the trigger here. I don't think I can really use this countervailing wind, so it's almost like I cycled it for free, if you think about it. Yeah, fine. I'm on board. Let's trade. Ooh, okay. This is good news for Team Travis. Yeah, I don't know that that would actually... I was trying to think about that, old man. I'm not sure how that would result in less downtime. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday! Time of Ice, Rocky. Time of Ice is our shenanigan. And it's a pretty good shenanigan. But I think we just got a probable win here on Mana Screwage. This feels dirty, but you do what you gotta do. You're suggesting I could do it and lower my viewership? I don't know, I have to think about that. That might be something I definitely don't want to do. But I hear you. It wouldn't be a bad idea. But these are so much fun to do, I'd rather just keep doing... Like, I'm going to work them in there. Magic, thank you for the host. We are playing a Chaos Draft right now. And I gotta say, I'm digging it. We're in the finals. I don't think this is something I'm going to do all the time. Well, I say that. It's just so much fun. The Burb cannot drive the monster truck, sadly. But it may not need to. Yeah, I could do something between rounds. Back in the day when I was playing Magic Online and there were no league drafts, I would play a different game between rounds. And it was fine. Oink. Alright, so all we really know... I could double Q Chaos Strauss, but I don't think so. Is that we're up against black-green. A good bit of death touch on the ground. So the ground isn't really where this is happening. Like, my truck's not going to be great here, too. I think this game is going to be won and lost via flyers, and I don't think I really need to change much here. That guild mage is kind of terrifying. Like, it's pretty dang good. Even got a desert. Yeah, so from what I've seen so far, it's good. They've got a very good deck, and we're lucky to have gotten there on the mana screw. Now, that said, we got some good stuff, too. Think we're going to be okay. It's questionable. But I think everything's going to be okay. Veiler of Memes and Gearseeker Serpent. Wouldn't mind hitting a 3-drop, but I like where this is starting. Play best of one? Ew. That sounds terrible. I want to do that. Bastion of Remembrance. That is legit terrifying. Bastion's probably even better in Chaos than it was in its original format. Which is saying something, because it was pretty good in its original format. Don't need to be playing that out, or this out. I just need to hit a couple lands so we can get to a Gearseeker. This is like black-green Death Touch Tribal. Alright, I think we still go cool. Like, hit lands, play the Gearseeker Serpent, probably win the game. They haven't played anything that's going to kill me yet other than the Bastion, which is like I'm at 15, they're at 25, sort of. Moment of raving. Exclamation point raving? Does that still work? Looks like it still does. That command's been in there for a long time. May as well play around a Mind Rot. That's something they could have. But this is our plan now. I kind of need to kill that. which is awkward, but it is what it is. I'm gonna toss the sizzling barrage. I guess it's gonna have to be the perfect pet. Sorry, buddy. Turns out you were not so perfect after all. I think flyers is all I care about. How did he get so many deserts? Slimefoot? Okie dokie. We are on a clock. No, we're not. We're going to kill Slimefoot. We kind of have to. I understand why they're playing black-green now. If I can just get stable for a second, we can start chonking away with this guy, and it looks like we're getting to stable. We'll know we've truly achieved it when they start sending in Death Touchers. Yeah. Because we're currently at 13 just with this board. $14 or 12. Sorry, I'm not used to counting backwards. It's harder. Fairy's protege! Getting it done. This is for if they deal with a serpent. That's butt fight, isn't it? Okay. I can deal with a butt fight. Can't really take 5 off of that. To recognize the power of the protege. I may actually want to save this. Because if they play anything else, I may not be able to beat it. That makes it a lot cheaper to do what I need to do. I like that. It also lets me leave up the counter spell, which counters for unless they pay 11. They can gain life with this, right? Yeah. Let's just... I mean, it's -3 to gain the life, so if they want to gain the life, they can do it, but they're going to lose Huatley.
No more of this.
The 2/3's okay. I mean, it's sort of a 3/3, but... like, leaving this on 3, I think is fine. I want to make sure they don't kill the pass wall or the serpent if possible. Like, it doesn't do anything now. And 3 life, huh? Okay. That sucks, but it's just slowing things down. They can only do it one more time and gain some life. I think I still just want to protect this. It's a surprising... This is a really good synergistic deck. But Gear Seeker Serpent, pretty good. I'm curious what he's got up his sleeve for the last little bit. He wants to draw Slimefoot. I don't think I need you to draw Slimefoot. They gotta pay 9 for this, which they don't have. They don't have enough to exile for this either. I think we're okay. Man, I really liked Pass While Adept. Remember Pass While Adept? It was so good. It's still not enough. We got it. No, take me to attackers. Yeah. And there you go. Ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, thank you for watching the first Chaos Draft I have ever put up on YouTube. If you enjoy shenanigans like this, might want to play in shenanigans like this, or just like to watch drafting all day, you should stop by the stream at www.twitch.tv/Semulin. Chat, say goodbye to YouTube.